Previously on Father and Son Sports Cards, we are going full vintage. Oh, this is a nice one. This is a hit. Ken Griffey Jr. Members Choice. And the big unit, Randy Johnson. Tom Glavine rookie card. Dream Team, Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. Very nice. And now for part 4. We have here a bonus pack of Superstars and Hall of Fame cards. Pudge Rodriguez, Larry Walker, Mike Messina, Alan Trammell, 1987 Tommy John, Rick Sutcliffe, Juan Gonzalez home field advantage, Frank Thomas, Andy Pettitte, Cecil Fielder, Mike Piazza, Albert Bell, Gary Carter, 1987 Gary Gaetti, Altuve and Aaron Judge, a game for everyone, Yasiel Puig, Kirk Gibson, Chase Utley, Paul Goldschmidt, Diamondbacks, Ichiro, Wally Joyner, third baseman for the Mets, David Wright, Ellis Burks, Rod Carew, and Craig Biggio. 1988 Topps Baseball. Can feel the gum. There you go, some good gum there. All-Star Willie Randolph, Barry Jones, Bob Knepper, Dave Winfield, Doug Jones, Jeff Stone, Barry Jones again, Bob Knepper again, Juan Castillo, John Marzano, Jim Lindemann, BJ Surhoff, Rick Rodriguez, Greg Brock, and Steve Buscemi. 1990 Upper Deck Baseball. Tom Bolton, Robbie Thompson, Andres Thomas, Terry Puel, Mike Scott, Dean Palmer rookie, Mike Fitzgerald, Geronimo Baroa, Jose Quendo, Nelson Liriano, Terry Pendleton, all kinds of flipped around, TP, Steve Buechele, Rob Murphy, Charlie Libran, and Tim Teufel. Donruss Baseball. We got here Charles Yastrzemski puzzle. Tom Lawless, Ken Phelps, Todd Stottlemyre, Rick Ruskell, Paul Gibson, Steve Lyons, Francisco Cabrera, he's the one who hit Sid Bremen against the Pirates, Jamie Navarro, Brian Downing, checklist, Jose Quendo, Rick Sutcliffe, Gary Gaetti, Tommy Glavine, Bo Diaz, Steve Jeltz. 1993 Fleer Baseball, Tom Glavine. Darrell Hamilton, Jay Bell, John Wetland, Chuck McElroy, Jeff Hewson, Pat Mahomes, Craig Grebeck, Bob Tewksbury, Ken Hill, Andy Stankiewicz, Candy Maldonado, Jeff Nelson, Greg Olson, Frank Seminara, and Pedro Estacio. 1990 Score Baseball. Cecil Espy, Shane Raleigh, Tony Fernandez, Mike Witt, Sean Hilgis, Melito Perez, MVP, Wade Boggs. It's a nice one. Put that one over Randy. Eric Show, Kirk Gibson, Terry Puel, Bob Welch, Mike Schooler, Jim Gantner, Luis de los Santos, Ken Daly, and Jack Doherty. 1990 Fleer Baseball. We got the stickers. Off-centered Dave Martinez, Mark Ibiza, Dante Bichette, Al Newman, Dean Wilkins, Frank Tanana, Bruce Hurst. Players of the Decade, Dale Murphy. Still can't get him in the Hall of Fame, but he deserves to be there. Let's go ahead and put Dale up here. Chris Spear, Bob Stanley, Greg Maddux.
Chicks dig the long ball.
Ted Higura, Jerry Russ, Kevin Apier, and Gary Carter. Don Russ Baseball, Series 1. Sandy Alomar, Junior Felix, Rudy Cianez, Brian Smith, Sergio Valdez, Checklist, Ken Griffey, Jr., Bill Landrum, Jack Howell, Dave Parker, Jim Aker, Brian Harvey, Sid Fernandez, Terry Steinbeck, Lenny Harris, and a puzzle. Willie Stargell. 1989 Bowman Baseball. Bubblegum cards. There's a gum. Jose Rio. Keith Miller. Kirk Gibson. Carmelo Martinez. Jeffrey Leonard. Todd Worrell, Yogi Berra, Kurt Young, Tony Fernandez, Brian Harper, Glenn Wilson, Brett Butler, Scott Garrelts, 1992 Upper Deck Baseball. Kirk Dresendorfer, all kinds of flipped around. Kevin Tapani, Rich Rodriguez, Chris James, Scott Scudder, Steve Avery, Mark Leiter, shortstop Jeff Blauser, Phillies hologram, Felix Jose, Danny Tartable, Ed Whitson, Ruben Sierra, Steve Hosey, top prospect. Danny Tartable. Dan Pasco. 1991 Studio Baseball. Rod Carew puzzle. Brett Saberhagen. Mike Scott. Andy Van Slyke. A LSU Golden Spikes winner, Ben McDonald. Studio cover card. Jose Offerman. Jose Oquendo. Mark Grace. Howard Johnson. Kevin Mitchell. 1989 Score Baseball. Photo quality. All right. Wally Joyner. Ozzie Virgil. Mike Scioscia. Barry Bonds. Year to remember, 1972. Manny Lee. Walt Terrell. Randy Myers. Bill Pecota. Terry Leach. Man's about taking a knee throwing that ball. Tim Leary. Carlton Fisk. Kevin Romine. Don Gordon. Jeff Musselman. Paul Gibson. Todd Froworth. Rookie. 1991 Fleer Ultra Baseball. All right, what do we have here? Sticker, hologram, sticker. San Francisco Giants. Jim Abbott. Eric Yelding. Alfredo Griffin. Greg Vaughn. Mariano Duncan. George Brett. Les Lancaster. Cecil Fielder. Hey, there we go. John Smoltz. Terry Mulholland went on to be a Braves pitcher. Junior Ortiz. Ryan Sandberg. Doug Drabeck. And Danny Nagel. So 1991 Leaf Set Series 2. Mickey Morandini. Ken Hill. Mark Leonard. Mackie Sazer. Jack Morris. Dan Plessick. Von Hayes. Wade Boggs. I'm going to put Wade right here by Wade. Dwight Evans, Dave Howard, Ernie Witt, Carlton Fisk, Darryl Strawberry, Heath Slocum, Glenn Braggs, and a Harmon Killebrew puzzle. 1991 Score Baseball Series 1. Randy Milligan, Dave Winfield, Greg Myers, Dan Pasca, Dan Petrie, Brian McRae, rookie, Terry Shumpert, rookie, David Walsh, rookie, Steve Lyons, Greg Harris, Brady Anderson, Jack Armstrong, World Series Trivia, Odibe McDowell, Eric King, and we got Alvaro Espinoza and Jim Aker. 1989 Topps Baseball. Oh, and there's the gum. Yum. Ted Power, Mike Schooler, Athletics Leaders, Mike Lacrosse, Mike Lacasse, Gary Gaetti, Tracy Woodson, Sean Hilgis, Brewers Leaders, Bruce Ruffin, Gary Thurman, Rob Murphy, Frank White, Dale Sviam, Todd Froworth, and John Kruk. Look at John. 1992 Fleer Ultra Baseball Series 2. David Segui, Mike Bordick, John Kinglosi, Dave Cochrane, Dan Plessick, Checklist, Candy Maldonado, Scott Radinsky, Junior Ortiz, Don Robinson, Doug Henry, Sean Hare, Gary Scott, and Butterfingers, Deion James. Don Russ Baseball. Stan Musial. Puzzle. Andre Dawson. Cecil Fielder. Gene Larkin. Harold Reynolds. Keith Miller. Lester Lancaster. Ted Simmons. Jose Uribe. Jeff Robinson. Dave Leeper. Terry McGriff, Wally Ritchie, Rocky Childress, John Tudor, Dave LaPointe, and Bob Brower. Let's see if we can have some more luck with 1988 Topps Baseball. There's the gum in the front. Oh, a few pieces of it. It's crunchy. Might put an eye out, it's so sharp. Ken Scrum, Mississippi State's Will Clark, Jeff Robinson, Damaso Garcia, Mark Eichhorn, Walt Terrell, two in there. Ah, that's where the gum was. Steve Bedrosian, Dave Winfield, Mike Diaz, Milt Thompson, Mark Knudsen, Mike Aldridge, Phillies leaders, Donnell Nixon, Jim Eisenreich. 1991 Score Baseball Series 2. Rick Russell, Damon Berryhill, Steve Bedrosian. Got another Ken Griffey Jr. Dream Team. DJ, David Justice, Rookie of the Year. Very nice. Ricky Henderson, MVP. Doug Drabeck, Cy Young. Wally Joyner, Scott Aldred, Troy Afanier, Steve Chitrin, Brent Main, World Series Trivia, Herm Winningham, Frank DePino, Ken Hill, John Barfield. 1989 Topps Baseball. Some gum. Dave Leeper, Sherman Corbett, Todd Worrell, Spike Owen, Greg Matthews, Red Sox leaders, Jay Howell, Donnie Hill, Johnny Ray, Jim Aker, Terry Leach, taking a knee, almost, Larry Sheets, Tony Armas, Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer there, Jose Alvarez,